talking about right there on the
boom. Hey everybody, my name is Brian. That is Shane. This is the Popcast Unleashed. And boy, do we have the long-awaited, finally we can come back after years to say, non-spoiler, Orville Season 3, Episode 1 review. Boom!
Electric Sheep, that's right.
We've been waiting for a long time to be able to do this right now. And there's going to be a lot more because tomorrow we have videos going out on Prime with full-on reviews and full-on retrospectives. It's going to be phenomenal. But for now we wanted to jump in and quickly give a non-spoiler review. We did get the chance to see a couple episodes, courtesy of Tom from the Orville. And it was awesome. And we are so excited for this season. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And anything I say right now that breaks our NDA, I'm going to have to censor myself. So if you see the stream drop all of a sudden, it's because I accidentally say something that's wrong.
No, it's funny because we figured it out. It's been 3 years, 1 month, and today 7 days, tomorrow 8 days since the last new episode of the Orville came out. Yep. 3 years is a long time.
Long time.
To wait for something to come. But I got to tell you guys, it was so worth the freaking wait.
Oh my God.
I mean, look, guys, let me tell you something. Brian and I have been covering science fiction, everything, The Expanse, Star Trek, Star Wars. We've been covering everything, right? And we're going to tell you right now, we saw 2 episodes, and they are by far absolutely the best science fiction television we have seen since the last time the Orville was on.
Yeah.
They did not mess up, guys. They killed it. They absolutely freaking killed it. And you have to go out and get your subscription to whatever, to your streaming service, whether it's Hulu in the States, Disney Plus overseas. Just do it, because it's going to be up to us to make sure that this show continues. We heard, and we can say this, we heard from people inside the Orville that it's not over necessarily.
Right.
I know we don't have a renewal, but it's not over yet, guys. We can still, as fans, if we're loud enough, if we love it enough, if we tell enough people about it, we can actually get more Orville. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Money moves mountains. And bottom line is, if the reception for this is what it should be, I'm not saying to manufacture this excitement, okay? Based on the couple episodes we saw, the excitement and the reception should be epic. I'm telling you, we've seen everything. I don't know about Shane, but I know for a fact that he's seen a lot more than the average science fiction fan. We have seen every science fiction from the worst to the best. We've covered it, or we decided not to cover it because it wasn't worth the time. We've seen it all. And the very first episode, and I'm stepping on eggshells right now. It hits every mark. It's science fiction. It's deep cut. It's heartwarming. It makes sense on every level. And there's something that Shane said in the video that we're releasing tomorrow. I don't remember exactly what you said, but you were like, I don't care if you have to cancel every subscription you already have, but if you can't afford Hulu, but you have any other subscription, then you're doing yourself. Cancel Netflix, cancel Peacock, cancel
whatever else,
Apple TV or whatever. Cancel it all, okay? And get Hulu for this season, because you're going to be missing out. I'm telling you, you're going to be missing out. It's so good, and what we saw so far is like every episode's like a movie. Just when you think it's going to end, it doesn't end.
Yeah,
it continually adds on to the greatness, to the story, and makes it better and better and better. And by the time you're like, oh my God, I need more. What? No. Yeah. And you're like, Tom, bro, listen, bro. Okay? I'll do anything for more. Okay? What do you need? You need me to wash your car?
A new drug.
Okay? Whatever you need, bro. Whatever you need. Yeah. So Tom was like our drug dealer, and we are now officially totally hooked on something that we have to wait for now. Woo! I'm like over here like, yo, when's episode 2 coming out, bro? It's so good. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, guys, it's like Seth. A lot of people really gave a lot of crap about like, oh, it took so long and then it was delayed. This isn't going to be good, right? But it's like Seth MacFarlane. When you can tell with what we've seen so far, it's like he just doubled down. I mean, the writing is so good.
So good.
He really said, let's find out what we need to fix from season 2, and let's make sure we fix it right away. And so they do that, and then he actually just takes it to a different level, guys. It's like Star Trek and Twilight Zone like combined together, but better somehow. It's totally wild. So
yeah, it's really hard to quantify this, but like, actually, Archmage said it perfect. Sci-fi fans have been limping through the desert, finding small watering hole after small watering hole after a few years. This sounds like an oasis. Yeah,
that is perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
This is like, oh,
that's
hey.
what our members.
Yeah, that's what our members. Thank you.
That's what our members.
Hey, the Expanse. That hits a little bit of the sci-fi need that I have. Oh, hey, Picard season 2 it started doing it for me, then completely fell flat. Oh, Strange New Worlds is definitely doing it for me, but it also feels like it's old and new, and there's parts of it that could be this and but then Tom sends a screener, and the Orville season 1 starts. On season 3, episode 1 starts, and we're like, and by the end of the episode, I'm levitating. Holy crap!
Yeah,
I've gotten my fill of sci-fi, and it's crazy. It's so good. This is not hyperbole. We are always honest about this. We're honest when it's bad. We're honest when it's good. We've never steered you guys wrong. I understand that reviews are subjective, but we've always been very, very clear in saying, here's the critical part of it. Here's the non-critical part of it. If we were doing an up and down moment right now in the Orville, there wouldn't be a single downvote. I cannot think of. I was trying to think of a downvote. I can't think of a single downvote. Which I guess they'll find out tomorrow, right?
Wow. Yeah. I gotta tell you, we're gonna do that review, so we'll have to consider that. But wow, that's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, we'll go through it again. Maybe it was the excitement talking, but I'm telling you.
I know. I'm like, is there no downvotes? I mean, in my mind, it's hard to see them right now, but we'll go through and make sure we're being honest about it. I will say this, that after waiting for so long, and doing so much, I personally just haven't enjoyed anything I've watched on TV as much as I enjoyed those episodes we got to see. And guys, we do love the Orville, and I know it seems like we're Orville fanboys, but we're also Star Trek fanboys, and we're also to some degree Star Wars fanboys, and we want them to be as good as well. And we're just going to say it right now. They're just not nearly as good. It's like Seth MacFarlane like ran over him with a train. Like he just ran over Star Trek and Star Wars and all those guys. He's just like, yeah, move over. If these don't win an Emmy this year, then something's wrong.
Yeah, it needs to win awards. No, what it reminded me of that scene in Captain America, First Avenger, whatever. I think it's that scene where where the Falcon dude is like running around the Washington Memorial. But every so often you have Captain America on your left, run by him on your left, and you have to understand, like the Orville, like, we like Strange New Worlds, like we do. Like,
yes, we do.
We like it. We're giving it positive scores across the board. But dude, the 2 episodes we saw of the Orville have already lapped the 4 episodes we saw of Strange New Worlds. Like it lapped it like twice. 100%. And if you said right now, what would you rather watch, Orville or Strange New World? It wouldn't even be a question. It'd be like, oh, okay, put on Orville right now.
I mean, I selfishly want both of them, if I'm being really honest.
I mean, sure, but if I
had to choose,
you gotta watch one first. Which one you watch first?
I'm watching the Orville first.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Again, not hyperbole. We're not trying to overexcite you guys, but if the response from the fans is what it should be, and that's one problem. Like, what if it's been so long that people have forgotten how good this is? If that's the case, then it's going to be a bummer, because if the response is what it should be, and this gets the accolades and the awards that it should get based on what we've already seen, then it should get a season 4. Like,
Right.
even if it's
You're
not,
right.
even if it's not Fox, it should be. There'd be. I mean, look. Bottom line is, they're an entire series of television that started at one network, and they were about to be canceled, but because they were so good and people liked them so much, right? When they were getting canceled on one network, or not renewed, I should say, they were getting picked up on another network because the person who started the show, who owned the show, had the ability to move it. Well, Seth has the ability to move the Orville, just like he has the ability to move Family Guy and whatever. When, for instance, Supergirl was on CBS, they weren't renewing it, so the CW picked it up because it was part of Greg Berlanti's group of TV shows. Brooklyn Nine-Nine was not getting renewed. In fact, they were getting canceled. Boom, got picked up on NBC. So every time when a show is good enough, if it's not getting renewed, if it one studio doesn't want to renew it, doesn't want to deal with it, whatever, there is no reason why another studio, especially in this day and age where streaming services need good content that you will come back for every single season. There's no reason why this doesn't get a season 4. None. Unless it's just like the actors and the crew is like, cool, we've shot our load, we're done. But I doubt that's the case. You know what I mean? Like, we're done.
Well, I mean, it can't be the case, because what I'm going to tell you guys is that this is by far, I feel like, the most Seth MacFarlane has put into anything he's ever created. I mean, this is a guy who made Family Guy, but I'm telling you, the care of the writing and the creation and the depth that, we know for a fact that Seth was in the editing bay, personally going through every color, every level, making sure everything. Seth was doing this. We know Tom edits, but Seth is there saying, let's do this, let's do this. He's not just, okay, I shot my stuff, the director did a good job. He's sitting there helping pick colors. Yeah. He cares about this project, this product. I would be blown away if he didn't do everything that he could in his power to continue telling the story, because it's, in my opinion, the best thing he's ever done.
Yeah, can I say that? I can say that, right? I can say that, like, the color profile is like out of this, no pun intended, out of this world. It's so crazy how both colorful, bright, and cinematic every scene is, where I was like, as an editor, I was blown away. I was asking Tom, what profile do you use? Like, how do you hit every single mark? And,
right.
He said that. He's like, Seth is sitting in the edit bay, like, going over every single frame, making sure that it's the perfect level of brightness and color and shadows. And it's like, wow, what the amount of detail that went into the show is intense.
Right. And they really capture, and not specifically to say anything, but they really capture, even with the theme music throughout the different settings and scenes, it has a feel that it's like taking you on this adventure. It's very big. The music's big. The lights are big. Everything's big. Everything's, Seth said it. It's not going to hurt us to say it, but they're mini movies. They're an hour-long movies, guys. So listen, we're selling it to the choir. This is what we want to tell you to do. If you want, and I know you haven't seen episode 1 yet, but if you want, and you want to make sure that you're helping get the Orville renewed, we want you to go to renewtheorville.org and just sign the petition. Okay. There's not a lot of signatures there yet. And we need a lot of them. And listen, if Amber Heard, if they can get 4 million signatures, so that Amber Heard's like kicked off of Aquaman, why can't we get 4 million signatures for the best freaking science fiction TV show out?
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
I agree with that.
People. Please tell people. Get it going.
All right. Just so you guys know, we will be back tomorrow with a full up and down spoilerific review.
Yes.
On the Unleashed channel. But additionally, we will have a Prime Video, or whatever you want to call it, like one of our main docuseries type videos going out early morning that covers everything that sets up this whole season, so you don't want to miss that. So come back. And if you're not subscribed, please hit all those subscribe buttons and alert buttons and share buttons and all that stuff. And
yes.
We'll see you then.
Come watch. We're going to be doing Orville all season long. You guys are going to love it.